What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Marvel Rivals video. Of course, we're going into a very busy time and I'm looking forward to the end of the week. That should be hopefully, well, I say playing number one, but if not, if I'm not given a code to play the closed beta, which a lot of people, only 30,000 codes are being given out, then of course we'll do some reaction to it and we'll kind of look at the game. Because not everybody's going to be able to get in, sadly. This is the truth. But look, there is Dev Talk episode volume 3, which I want to talk about, which is the designing superheroes. Read a bit and then we'll react a bit and stuff like that. So the devs say Marvel Rivals is the ultimate superhero showdown, but creating these larger than life superheroes and villains has no small feat. Was no small feat? Well, I don't know. Well, has no small feat. Anyway, we're talking about characters with more power of all sorts, from Spider-Man's web-slinging antics to Hulk's, well, you know what Hulk does. Smash. Each of these characters comes with a laundry list of powers, personality quirks, and 85 years of backstory, especially if you're Namor. Our challenge to distill all that Marvel magic into playable characters that only do justice to the originals, but also deliver heart-pounding, joy-inducing gameplay that'll leave our players wanting more. Yeah, for sure. Like, look, we want to see the best of the best when it comes to like Marvel game. There's loads of Marvel games out there. Marvel Avengers didn't exactly kind of like visually pop off because they had a real decent opportunity to use characters and also the voice actors and kind of mold them on that. And look, I mean, that's not exactly easy to do, but they could have gone this direction with something like this. And yeah, sad that Marvel Avengers didn't take off, but I think visually they've got to get it right. And just the appearance, the rigging, everything needs to be right with like how these characters look. The same way that when the Wolverine game comes out, it's got to look good. The same way with the Spider-Man games, they look kind of movie but comic book and kind of a nice little shmush. And it works really, really well. So they also say, so how do we turn these beloved icons into virtual powerhouses? It's not exact science. We start by diving deep into each superhero's lore and distilling their core essence. Then we ask ourselves how we can push them while a dash of gameplay pizzazz, adding a dash of gameplay pizzazz. After that, we blend until we get something that feels just right. They're talking about something like mixing it, like you're not baking a cake. Well, I suppose in some ways, a gaming cake. Then comes the fun part, finding their perfect fit among other classes: Vanguard, Duelist, and Strategist. So that's interesting because that's the different types right there. Will there be more types of classes in the future? We'll have to see. But Vanguard, Duelist, and Strategist, pouring in their abilities, personality, nitty-gritty mechanics, and start to create a concoction that'll stand out against all of the other iterations. It's a wild ride from a brainstorming to testing and tweaking. Sometimes we even have to start over, but we're committed to giving you the most authentic Marvel experience possible. Let's take Loki for instance. We kicked off the design focusing on capturing his mischievous side. We asked ourselves, how do we push Loki to be the ultimate trickster, outmaneuvering enemies on the battlefield with flair? So after some serious brainstorming, we figured, forget brute force. Loki's all about using brain power to help pals and outsmart baddies. This is why that he has that kind of like regen abilities, cloning abilities, decoy abilities and stuff like that. Like, I'm looking forward to playing one of that character the most out of one of many. Of course Hulk and of course Spider-Man, but the dynamic of having a strategist, Hela, could be one of like the kind of most fun things to do and be a support to your team. With this core essence in our back pocket, we cooked up a game plan for Loki that's unlike anything else. We're talking illusions, surprise switcheroos, battlefield vanishing axe, and the best part, shapeshifting into other characters to bamboozle everyone, even fooling his own crew. When Loki goes incognito as a foe, not even the keenest eye can spot the difference. Sneaky, right? Yeah. And I guess that's going to be something of a key element of going, okay, well, in a scenario, there's two characters the same, but your allies might not know which one to kind of like focus on. This is where comms and the kind of strategy with Discord, voice chat becomes into play, and you've got to be like, okay, there's two Groots here. Like, I'm gonna do the Loki ability to go incognito, and it's like, okay, well, not everyone knows what's going on here. Like, come into a fight. Okay, here comes Groot. Wait, here comes two Groot. Which one do we focus in on? which one is which. Of course, it probably say like who's who. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It'll be interesting, to say the least, when strategy is at play. Then there's Hela. As our Asgardian goddess of death, she's all about the deadly grace mixed with hefty dose of aggression. Our big idea for Hela, picture her as a ruthless and precise death goddess who also is a master manipulating souls. We want every player who puts on Hela's crown to feel that precise soul... is that precise? Soul snatching power inspired by everything from the 2011 Fear Itself comic event, especially New Mutants 29, to more recent iterations. We aimed Hela with a lethal lightning fast basic attack, the ability to transform into a storm of crowns, and even more so that players could feel the power of her Asgardian menace. Those who meet their end at Hela's hand find their souls harvested, enhancing her abilities. Her ultimate move is pure underworld grandeur. When she unleashes it, she becomes colossal, beefing up in health and dishing out even deadlier attacks, looming over the entire battlefield like a goddess of death. The interesting thing about this is, I think this is it here. This must be from a comic book of some description. It's reference. One of the big things that I'm a big fan of is reference. Where do these companies draw reference from? And even some of the Marvel games I've played and playing right now do not do that level of going, even putting a comic book kind of thing. Actually, no, I think Marvel Contest of Champions did do it once, but they haven't done it again, where they've looked and showcased inspiration. The most recent time they did it was Spider-Punk. So it's interesting to note when a company is kind of like just right off the bat going like, look, this is what we used. This is how it was. And so, yeah, I think it's great. They go further to say, but it's not all rainbow bridges and cotton candy. We face challenges that would even make make even Thanos break a sweat. Balancing these powerhouses is like herding cats, except these cats can shoot lasers from their chests. It reminds me of laser cats. People who've watched SNL get that reference. People that don't, like, just search laser cats. Our superheroes and villains are all about those jaw-dropping moments. Picture the Hulk bounding across the city, Storm gliding through the air, and Spider-Man zipping around town with those trusty webs. These powers are what makes these characters so special, and of course we want to serve up that same adrenaline in game. But hey, let's be real. Marvel Rivals is a competitive shooter. We totally get it. Keeping the game fair and balanced is crucial. Nailing that sweet spot between power and gameplay has been one of our greatest ongoing challenges. I can imagine it is, because they have a lot of people still kind of referencing being like, oh, it's like it's comping of Overwatch and blah 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 blah. But look, it's got to be, I'm excited for this game. Even though I can't get into closed alpha, I'm still excited for this game. Play this game, hopefully down the line. We've got a pretty solid vision for our heroes, and our goal is to stay true to these heroes. As we previously stated in Marvel Rivals, shooting isn't about guns. We're not about to have the Hulk lugging around a rifle, Black Panther toting a shotgun, or Iron Man scraping it out solely on the ground. Diverse combat systems such as team-ups and adding a boatload of depth are what makes this game special and fun. It's a whole new combat frontier, and we're constantly fine-tuning it to keep our heroes line up, feeling fresh and fierce. It takes a lot to make sure that these are unique fighting styles work together, but hey, we're up for the challenge. And finally, signing off with, so what's next? Well, we want to dive into the chaos, sling some webs and smash some things, all while giving the lowdown on what works and what could use a little more gamma radiation. Marvel Rivals is just getting started, and we're counting on your feedback to keep on the path to greatness. So suit up, dive in, and let's make Marvel Rivals a hero shooter game of all, the greatest hero shooter game of all time. Good message. There's a lot of stuff I'm still questioning about the game, as to like where it's drawing its financial kind of backing from. I get the feeling that this will be, because it's free to play right off the bat. Like, what is going to be the spending things? Is it going to be skins? Which, look, if it's a skin based kind of like thing and it's just all based on skill, hey, I think that's happy days. But there must be something there that's going to be more of like a money earner type thing. And with, I think, was it NetEase that did some other Marvel I think it might have been, it's either Netmarble or NetEase. Whoever did Marvel Future Revolution, which I need to check right now, their way of monetizing was not, it was pay to win. Marvel Future Revolution, that is a, it's a Netmarble game. NetEase, then I think with Marvel Super War, I can't remember if that was kind of better, but wasn't as monetized. Or wasn't it wasn't so much pay to win. I'm still really excited about Marvel Rivals, and it's got this hype around it that is just so, it's palpable, you know, and creating a community around it. The community's grown like really quickly, and that's something to be really positive about. In any case, nothing more to add here except for go and check out the dev talk, which is still, it's pretty cool. Like, I'm looking forward to the next one, and I'm looking forward to the game launching later on. Any kind of takeaways from this? Not really, except for understanding the roles, the classes, which are Vanguard, Duelist, and Strategist. So there could be more. There could be more different types of, you know, classes in game. We'll have to see. More in the future. We got some reveal abilities coming up soon as well. Shout out to, I think it's Miller Ross on Twitter. I'll check you out in the next video, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.